Hello guys and welcome to my channel. So as you can see by the title, I'm going to be doing a Q&A. So I asked you guys on my Instagram stories to ask me a bunch of questions that you wanted me to answer in this video. So I have them all here on my phone. I am going to keep it anonymous, but I'll just read them out and answer them. And I'm also going to answer some questions that I frequently get asked in my DMs, just to cover literally everything off that you guys would want to know. Alright, so question number one is, when did you start your fitness journey? So let's go back from the beginning. When I was 4, I started dancing, and I basically danced for 10 years pretty much. I loved it. I was never a team sports person. I hate sport. I was never did sport. I did dancing. I used to do gymnastics and little athletics, you know, when you go on the track and do all the things. But yeah, so dancing, I love that. I did that for such a long time, and then I think I was probably in year 8, I was bored of it, and I was I don't want to do it anymore. So I quit, and for the whole of year 8 I literally did no sport, no exercise, nothing. Sport at school, I would fake an injury so I could sit out. I just hated sport. And yeah, I just didn't exercise. I went out a lot, and I just ate whatever I wanted, and I just did whatever. It was just a free year, and obviously my body started to change, you know, going through puberty as well. And at the end of the year I was just oh, I feel so sick. Even though I did nothing, I was always tired. I'd come home from school and just sit on the couch and eat. I just felt shit all the time. I felt sluggish and blur. So I was okay, why not just go to the gym sometime? So it took me so much motivation to even go to the gym. I'd be okay, I'm gonna go to the gym this afternoon, and then I'd get on the bus on the way home and be you know what, I'll go tomorrow. It was always I'll do it tomorrow. So I was you know what, let's do it. And I started going to the gym. That's when I also started changing my diet and all of that stuff. So I went to the gym in my old apartment, maybe 3 times a week for 45 minutes. I'd run and then do some abs or some star jumps or whatever. And yeah, I felt good, so I kept doing that. And then eventually I got a membership at a gym and started experimenting with the weights and stuff like that. I took some classes. So at this point in time, it would be about I think year 9 is when I started properly going to the gym. So I was going maybe 4 times a week, and yeah, I just kind of fell in love with it. I did start to go a bit overboard. So I guess time frames, this would probably be the end of year 9 and year 10. I started exercising a lot. I was going mornings and afternoons. I would wake up at 4:50 in the actual morning, ridiculous, to get in my gym session before school. And then sometimes after school again, I would go back and do another class. I was exercising so much, and I did not like it, to be honest. I mean, I didn't mind it, but I was just so exhausted from all of the exercise I was doing. I was I cannot keep doing this. So it was kind of hard to let go of all of that exercise. I thought, oh no, I need to do that, but I really didn't. My body changed for the better when I stopped exercising that much. I was able to recover. I grew a booty. My body was better when I exercised less because it was under way less stress. So at the end of year 10, I was okay, I'm just gonna start weightlifting and exercising properly. I'd already been weightlifting throughout year 10. I had a personal trainer, so I was doing that. But then I was also doing all the classes and heaps of running. So definitely over exercising. So then when I left school, I just started you know, exercising 6 days a week, whatever. And I was still weightlifting, but I started trying Pilates and yoga, and that's kind of where I'm at now. So I love a balance between all of it. I love all different types of exercise. So my routine changes, I guess, every week, every day. I just wake up and see what my body needs that day. Do I want to do Pilates? Do I want to do a HIIT circuit? I just see what I feel like doing. But I always include leg workouts, heavy weights. I'll do HIIT circuits. I love bar at the moment. It's so fun, and you really work all those little muscles, and you get your heart rate up too. So it's a really great workout. I love yoga and aerial yoga just to like relax the body. So yeah, that's where I'm at now, just like a really good balance. And I really just listen to my body, and like if I need to rest, I'll rest, and if I want to do like a hard session, I will. I just kind of, yeah, listen to my body and do a mix of everything. So yeah, that's just my fitness journey summed up. Okay, so question number 2 is, what is the best advice that you can give to someone who is trying to eat healthy but struggling? My advice to them is like, well, first of all, I was there. I used to like be like, oh, okay, I'm gonna eat healthy, and then I'd eat like a bar of chocolate or whatever. I'd be like, oh, I'll just do it tomorrow. So I think the most important thing is to start extremely slow. Like if you haven't even started, you know, trying to eat healthy, like start super slow. So be like, okay, today I'm going to just not eat those hot chips this afternoon. Like I'm gonna go home and make a healthy snack. So start super slow, or say I'm gonna add an extra serve of vegetables into my dinner. And also make healthy versions of your favorite foods. I've talked about this in a previous video, but just whatever your favorite food is, try and make a healthy version. So you're still, you know, satisfying those cravings, but you're still eating healthy. I also would want to say is like, don't go and cut out everything you enjoy, especially if you're just starting off. Just sort of cut back. And if you really want to go out and like have that pizza or like go and get ice cream, then that's okay. Just make sure everything is in moderation, and you know, have fun in the kitchen. Like do some healthy baking and come up with different recipes. Like it can be fun. So just have a look online for different recipes. You really want to form a habit with your eating. So the point where I'm at now is like, I don't want like pizza and burgers because it doesn't actually make me feel good. Like think about how you feel after you eat junk food. Like do you genuinely feel good? Do you have energy? Is your digestion good? Probably not. So I don't want to feel like that, so I just don't eat it. And also your taste buds do change over time. So for me now, like I have berries or like dark chocolate, and it tastes extremely sweet to me and it satisfies my cravings. So you do have to just, you know, take it day by day, start slowly, and make sure you're forming a habit. Question number 3, do you regret dropping out of school? No. No, I do not. It was the best decision I have ever made in my life. I do not regret it at all. Yeah, I'm so happy that I'm not still at school. School just wasn't for me. I literally had teachers tell me that like, school isn't for you, and I was like, amen, sister. School is not for me. I do not like it. I'm not gonna put effort into something unless I'm passionate about it. So, you know, going into like history, I was like, I do not give a shit about this. Like, I'm not putting effort in, which is probably a bad attitude. But now that I'm like studying stuff I'm passionate about, I put effort in and I'm doing it so well. So yeah. Okay, number 4, favorite breakfast ATM at the moment. So I don't know, that's really hard. Like my breakfasts, how do you even say that? My breakfasts. Anyway, so they change like every day. I love variety. I don't like eating the same thing all the time. Well, actually, sometimes I do. Sometimes I get like obsessed with like a certain food and I'll eat it like all the time until I'm sick of it. But for the most part, I do like to change up like what I eat on a day-to-day basis. But at the moment, probably like yogurt bowls or like something like that. So either like Greek yogurt or coconut yogurt with like berries or banana, and then some sort of like paleo granola. I don't know, I'm just loving like different yogurt bowls. You can put any toppings you want and it's so quick. Like you don't have to cook anything, you just put it all in the bowl. You can add protein, carbs, fat. Super nice. That's been my go-to breakfast at the moment. Okay, number 5, how do you deal with stress and ways to stay positive? So how do I deal with stress? I'm actually a highly stressed individual. The only thing that like keeps me semi like relaxed is writing everything down. You've seen that in my previous video. I literally have 100 to-do lists. I love to know exactly what I'm doing when I'm doing it because it makes me feel like I have everything in order. I also have a habit of like just saying the same thing over and over again. My mom's always like on me about this. Okay, so ways to stay positive. It's literally your mindset. So no matter what happens to you, like the way that you feel is all to do with your mindset. So yes, something bad might happen in your day, but don't let it ruin your mood throughout the day. Like, I used to do this so bad. I was always so negative. I was whingy and complaining, but now I'm like, if something doesn't go my way, I'm like, okay, well, that happened, I'm gonna move on. Like, why stress about it and like, you know, dwell on it? It's over now, you can't fix it, just move on, be positive. I also loved like writing in my gratitude journal and just really thinking about like things to be grateful for, because we're like so lucky to even just like be alive and like have all the things we have. And I love my life, so I'm just gonna like be positive and be grateful, and always know that like anything you're stressed about, it's gonna work out. Like, it's going to be fine in the end. It just feels so stressful right now, but like you can get through it. Just be positive, change your mindset, and you will be great. Number 6, what do you eat for desserts? So I have dessert like every single night. As you know, I'm trying to gain weight, so any extra like meals and food I can like get into me, the better. I'm also like hungry at night, you know, nothing to be ashamed about. If you have a sweet tooth, it's okay to have dessert, just make a healthier version, like I always say. So what do I eat for desserts? Dark chocolate is always a good one, or carob. If you have trouble sleeping, stay away from like dark chocolate before bed, as it does have caffeine. So yeah, chocolate, sometimes like coconut milk ice cream, and I always have things that I baked in the fridge. So whether that's like healthy cookies, brownies, muffins, something like that, I just bake a batch and then store it in the freezer. You can take it out and microwave it when you want it. So sometimes I'll have like something I baked with some coconut milk ice cream or nut butter. I've also been loving those like yogurt bowls or coconut yogurt bowls for dessert too. So nice, like you just have granola and berries and yogurt, really good. That's pretty much my go-to desserts. Yogurt bowls, chocolate, something I baked, coconut milk ice cream. Foods to meal prep that last in the fridge. So I don't really like meal prep like a bunch of meals at the beginning of the week. I kind of just meal prep some individual foods, and then I can make like quick meals during the week. If I work, I'll just make my lunch the night before. But things that will last in the fridge, so I always roast sweet potato and pumpkin and store them in their own containers. They last about a week. I also like to steam up some chicken, which only will last about like 4 or 5 days in the fridge, but a quick protein to add into meals. I'll also cook up like a bunch of grains, so like brown rice or quinoa or like jasmine rice, whatever I'm feeling. I'll cook up a big batch and just store it in the fridge, and then you can add it in. Also have like chickpeas and like beans and tuna on hand, so you can like add it to make a really quick meal. Okay, number 9, where and what do you study? So this is a direct message question that I get asked so often. It's like, what do you study? Where do you study? Like, how do I sign up? Because I know a lot of people want to do the course, personal training, and I get a lot of questions about like how to do it. So I study completely online, so I don't need to go face to face for anything, which works extremely well for me because I can just do it at my own pace. I can like work and like do YouTube and stuff like that without having to like go to the actual like place, like a uni or something. So I'm doing it with the Australian Fitness Academy. So I have completed my Cert 3 in personal training, which means I'm qualified to teach group fitness classes. I did that last year, and this year I'm doing my Cert 4, which is so that I can become a qualified one-on-one personal trainer. So right now I'm only qualified to teach in big groups. I'm not allowed to do one-on-one, but after this year I'll be qualified completely in personal training, so I can do anything like that. Oh my god, I'm like so freaking itchy. Alright, so I feel like I've been talking for ages, and I'm gonna end this video here. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this video and answered any questions you guys had for me. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, and give this video a thumbs up. Leave me a comment down below. I always reply to them, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.